welcome to the Glovecast.
I believe this is the third one?
Third one? And we haven't done one in a while.
Yeah.
And we've decided to not have topics today, just to see...
Just go for it, which seems like a bad idea.
We'll see how bad at it we end up being.
Yeah. I think we should be able to get going. It's just starting.
It's just, where do we start? But it's fine. I had said maybe we could talk about movies. Us together haven't really watched a movie in a while.
No, we really should do that again.
I was thinking of watching one later. We'll see how much time we have. But,
we could start watching The One Rabbit, but...
Yeah, we should do that. Maybe we can even do a commentary for the channel.
Maybe.
Because that's like an easy video we can do apart.
True. Because sometimes it's hard to get together, and that's why there's gaps in uploads.
Yeah, that was the problem. Like, I don't have a car, so it's hard for me to get to Dana's location.
Mm-hmm. And you just live so far away, then I have to sleep on your couch for a couple days. And that's just... I like you, but I don't like your couch.
Hopefully we can get a pull-out couch. That's what we want. We want a pull-out couch.
So then I can just always sleep at it.
Or anyone.
Yes.
Just like, because my couch, here I'll try to explain this. It's like, well, Dana probably is more acquainted with it than me.
It's a couch, but the pillows, it's a leather couch, so that's already kind of annoying for sleeping. But the pillow pieces that keep your butt good, those have a habit of sliding off.
And the two on the back are like, they flip up.
Yeah.
And the ones
those ones aren't really an issue,
slippery.
But the bottom, they just kind of fall off.
You're watching a movie or you're like sitting at the couch and it just like falls.
Yeah, it's definitely worse when you're sleeping on it, because then you don't really want it. Like when it falls when you're sitting there, it's like, alright, I'll go grab it. When you're sleeping, you don't do that, so you just wake up with a really sore everything.
Like, especially if like you just have the middle pillow.
Because I usually am only missing the middle. I'm missing the middle and end pillow, so I'm just still have the one on my head, and then at like my waist, it like drops off. And that's just real comfortable.
It might be even better if you just bring a sleeping bag.
Yeah, but it's not like I can't fit in your room because I'm too tall with all the furniture.
It's a tiny room. Like you
also,
can't
your
even,
shower is too short for me.
Our entire house, like our kitchen is really tall, but the bathroom is really small. Like the shower, it has a slanted ceiling.
Yeah. I don't fit.
And my room also has a slanted ceiling, and it's a pain for anyone taller than like 5 foot something. I don't know what the unbearable limit would be. Dana has to like crouch. It's a pain.
It's annoying. You're short, so it fits you, but I'm not so short. I'm only somewhat short.
Well, it depends what you're comparing.
Depends what I'm comparing. For this area, somewhat short, but not. I say average for this area. Tall for other areas.
I mean, I think you're like relatively tall, but like I guess for this area, you're just average size. You're relatively tall, but like not so tall that it constantly becomes a problem.
No.
Which is good. It's not what you want.
I don't want it to become a problem.
Like, didn't you say you had an uncle or something who like walks in the room and he bonks his head?
My cousin, yeah. He's taller than the door frame. That's annoying.
That would be a problem. He would not be able to fit inside my house.
Oh, that would go badly.
Oh my god. I feel bad for him. He probably has like so much minor brain damage.
I don't think he actually hits his head.
Because he's gotten used to it. He's been
ducks. Trained. Every time he goes through a doorway, even if it's a tall doorway and he could fit it. Because there are some of those. He still ducks.
Just in case.
It's natural.
Yeah.
I just hit my head on the pots and pans and things you hang up at your grandma's house.
Yeah, I know. I do sometimes too. But it'll be easier for you. Because, like, there used to be an island underneath it, but now they're just kind of on the ceiling. And it's really awkward.
It's very awkward. But that's okay.
It's okay, like... I mean, we don't even really need that. Like, there's a drawer for pots and pans. But I guess it's nice. You can take them off, but kind of not nice when you're just walking. Them. Yeah, my uncle hits his head on them a lot, too. Oh, no.
Because the short people are hanging them up.
Yes. But that just makes it more difficult for the short people to try to acquire them again.
Yeah.
It's a problem all around.
I don't know why, but it's what you have and you use it, and it looks nice.
It used to be okay, like I said, because there's an island, but now it's just like makes no sense.
In the middle of the kitchen.
And we can't really move it. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they will move it eventually.
Who knows? But there's not really a good place for it.
Yeah, not anymore. It's a nice kind of novel thing.
It's aesthetic.
And in idea, like, it sounds really convenient. Like, I'm gonna fry. I'm gonna bring out 3 of them. I'm gonna make a steak in this one. I'm gonna make potatoes in this one. And then I can do them both at once. And I don't have to, like, duck down and get them. Because I can just grab them. But
in practice,
in practice, it's okay if you have a specific place for it. But even so, like, what would be a specific place for it? Because no matter what, you're gonna hit your head on it. And if it's on the island, you still can't really reach for it. You need to bend over the table. Do you ever cook?
Sometimes.
You make, like, 3 things.
I can make spaghetti, I can make butter chicken and rice, I can make macaroni, and I can make eggs. Multiple kinds of eggs. By multiple, I mean scrambled and hard-boiled.
Hard-boiled I knew what to make when I was, like,
yeah, everyone
small.
knows. Oh, I can make toast.
Yes. Without a toaster?
No.
With a toaster.
With a toaster.
Good.
I can make popcorn. And not stupid
I think it's
bag
just
popcorn.
Because, yeah, you can make kernel corn. What's it
air
called? Kettle corn.
No.
Air popcorn.
It's air popped popcorn. Kettle corn's a different thing.
There's many different kinds. That's cool.
And then you can put whatever you want on it. My personal favorite is sugar and salt. But everyone else thinks that's disgusting.
I have memories of, like, we're trying to play Smash or something, and then I'm, like, grabbing for the popcorn. It's, like, gross, like, liquid salt in my mouth.
Sometimes there's too much salt.
I know the flavor, though. I like it, kind of, because it reminds me every time Dana had to make food. I think your cooking thing is so limited, partly because you don't have a lot of variety in your kitchen. You have a lot of, like, basic stuff in your kitchen.
I could make more if I chose to.
Yeah, me too, I feel that way.
I can make off a recipe. I can do that. I just have to, like, pre-plan and get ingredients and stuff.
Like, when we made food, that's kind of what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
We were like, let's make more.
And then you ask the internet, and it tells you how to make food, so I can make food.
Yeah.
Like, I decided at midnight one time I want to bake a cake. So I looked up on the internet how to bake a cake. And I baked a cake. Yeah.
Oh,
it was a very simple cake. It was not a very good cake. But that's okay. And then Mom woke up and there was cake.
It's like, happy morning!
Like, and I iced it because we had icing. Old icing, but that's okay.
How old?
A couple months.
That's not bad.
Oh. And I had washed all the dishes after, so there's no thing I would have made cake in. It's just there's cake at the fridge now.
It's like, it just kind of appeared.
So yeah, that was fun.
I haven't made a cake in a while. Oh wait, I made a bunch of cakes.
Oh yeah.
For school, I made like
cupcakes?
Hundreds of cupcakes. And I made like a blondie, some other little cake pastry things, Nanaimo bars. Dang, that was like honestly kind of a traumatic event. Because like I had to stay after school for like 2 hours every day, and the payoff wasn't even like, my friends didn't even come to try it. They straight up didn't come there, and I was like sad.
Why not?
They went to do something else, they just didn't get one. I had to bring one for them. And I just gave them to a bunch of strangers. But I guess I got off class, so...
This is true.
In a way, I kind of didn't have to do some work. And got excused for it, which is fun, especially when it's math.
It's warm in here.
It's not too bad. Like, I walked in here, like, Dana was like, it's gonna be a...
It's getting warmer, though.
Yeah, as we sit in here and leave the door closed, it's getting
warmer.
The weather has been an average summer lately. Last week it was cold, wasn't it?
Mildly.
It was like spring.
It was like early 20s, so that's nice weather.
I like it, but it still wasn't like this.
Celsius,
this is horrible.
So I don't know what that is in fair.
Like 80 Fahrenheit? Something like that?
Possibly. It's a perfectly reasonable temperature.
Yeah, like
but it's gotten hotter.
Cold at all.
And now it's hovering at about 30.
Which is crazy. I hate it.
Which is average for here as the hot... Or that's not average, it's the hot end of the scale.
Hot.
So it's not that hot for other places. But we normally sit in like the 15 range.
Yeah.
That's our average temperature. But it goes down to like the 3 range. I'd say the average in the winter is like 3.
Yeah.
Because it still rains in the winter, so therefore it's not freezing.
It snows at -1.
Sometimes it slushes.
At like 1 degree or 2 degree.
Yeah, and that's always annoying, because it's like you get wet, but it's also really cold. I'd much rather either rain or snow, not cold rain.
Rain
cold
is fine. Like, I don't care about rain.
I don't care about rain. I just don't like cold rain. Rain is fine. You get a bit wet. Cold rain is a terrible, terrible experience.
Yeah, oh my god, it's like having a cold shower, but like it never ends and you're wearing clothes and you can't change it to hot if you want to.
No, it's not fun. I don't like it. I don't like walking home in that because I have to use my umbrella to defend my laptop, so I end up getting wet.
It's always a bad experience in that type of weather.
Uh-huh.
Like, always, like... Even walking home in the rain, it's always pretty much... I mean,
it's pretty miserable.
The rain is nice if it's, like, not too much, and it's, like, not too cold, but...
Yeah, it's kind of miserable walking home in the rain.
What's the worst weather you've walked home in?
I'd say once it has snowed a bunch, and all the snow has been moved onto the sidewalks. It doesn't matter what weather it is, that's just the worst.
Yeah.
One time, I fell over, but then I couldn't get up because my hand just kept pushing all the way through the snow.
That's horrible, and you got face first?
No, I went down to, like, my knees, but I just couldn't get back up. And so I was just sitting beside the road in a busy area, just, like, trying to get up, but
That's horrible.
Failing.
That's horrible, man. I know what you mean, though. Like, I used to take the bus to school, and I remember always watching the snow change every day, and there's like always 3 stages of the snow. This is probably like super, people like to tell stories about this, but it's like nothing, rain, snow, and then there's this weird in between snow and slush where, like you say, it's like at the corner of the road, but the road is all empty. The road has no snow in it, but the sidewalks are full of like snow when it stopped snowing.
Yeah.
And just like this in between period.
It's parking lots always have mountains of snow for like months after.
I remember I used to live in like a complex, and there was like a parking lot, a small one in the corner, and like all the snow would get pushed to there. Like there was 2 spots, and like there was like a mountain of sludge like a week after.
And then your shoes get all salty, and that's annoying.
Yeah, I usually try to deal with it and just kind of clean my feet when I get home.
Yeah, but still, it's just not nice.
Because I don't like to wear boots. I should probably just wear boots and the problem would be resolved, but I wear sneakers in the snow usually.
I like wearing boots, so I'll usually wear boots. But yeah, it's just, they'll always be covered with a layer of salt in the winter because I just give up. But like, on my walk home, I like to walk through the most parks possible. So there's 2 parks that I can go through, or I can go beside the busy road. And it's like, I kind of would rather go through the parks, unless there's like the times with a bear in the area and all that.
What's the first park?
The Discovery Trail.
Oh,
There's a little snippet of it that I can go through.
That's nice, yeah.
But both of those are kind of terrible when it's been snowing. Because like, one of them, you have to get down a side road. The snowplows do not come down side roads. Yeah. So it just becomes icy and mess, and it's just real gross. So then I don't walk down that. And then the worst is I go through one park, and then I go down a concrete staircase.
Oh, yeah.
When it's snowy, people will step in when it's slightly snowy, people will step in the snow, and then it will melt slightly, and then the snow will become ice footsteps. On a concrete staircase. A very tall concrete staircase.
Can't you, like, go around?
I do. if I remember to, but it's just natural. Oh,
Yeah.
I go this way now. And then I have one catwalk that I walk down that technically I could avoid, but it's like a lot longer.
Yeah, but you can just, you slide down it. It's horrible.
But it's like, it's terrible. So, like, I was going down it, and I fell over, and it's like, because no one cleans that area.
Never.
Because it was just, the snow had mostly melted, but it had all gone down and got stuck at the end, because there's bars to make sure you don't drive through it. And there's a bar across the bottom, and it had been kind of plugged up. And then all the water went down there, and then froze again. And so it was just a layer of ice at the bottom. And so I fell over. And then I decided to grab some salt and salt it, because I didn't want anyone
You salted it yourself.
Yeah, older than me, because teenagers can bounce back pretty well. Generally...
Like, when you're an adult, it's gonna come back to haunt you.
Yeah, so I decided to go up there and ice it. Or salt it. Salt the
ice. Ice it, make it worse.
Make it worse.
What was I going to say? Yeah, my mom used to, like, go down on a toboggan on that catwalk.
Yeah, I did too.
Did you ever do it? I never did.
I did. But the problem is there's a bar at the end.
Yeah, but then again, it can be even more... But in the snow, no one's gonna be driving up there, so... It's really rare for there to be anyone driving.
Sometimes during the winter, a parent will take out the bar. Other kids smash their head into the bar. Other times, they found a way that if they slide perfectly, they can go under the bar and over the other bar, and then go onto the road and slide down there as well.
Maybe you can put a graphic of what it looks like.
I can try.
It's like, it's really easy. It's like a bar, and then there's a thing in the middle.
Yeah. So then kids go sliding through it. And I never got that far because I'd always slam into the walls before then, because I can't steer a sled, apparently.
I never did that. I always wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever go up to the park and sled?
Yeah. My mom always just took me to a big hill.
We always just went to, like, parks and stuff.
Yeah. There was this one I remember in Mission that was, like, a school, like, behind a school, and had a really good hill. Or, you know Heritage Park?
Yeah.
They have really good hills there, too.
That makes sense.
It's a big park.
We should go to Heritage Park.
Sure. The bus from here is, like, if we catch it, it's not that bad. I think the bus to Mission goes to Heritage Park.
Possibly.
So, yeah. If we can somehow get a bus, then sure.
Or just sometimes go with my mom, because I'm sure she'd like to go with us to Heritage Park.
Yeah, your mom will probably like to walk there, you're right.
She likes that. She likes Heritage Park as well.
I haven't been there in a long time.
But not today, because you gotta go home.
Yeah, I'm going home in a few hours.
I also kind of want to go to... Do you know what I mean when I talk about the park with the elephant tree?
Yeah.
Like, I want to go there.
Robert Bateman. We can walk there, totally.
Yeah. I keep practicing parking in their parking lot.
I always, like, when I'm walking, I know how to get there, but I forget how to exactly get there.
Yeah.
I'm always, like, in the around area.
Yeah, I don't know how to get there exactly. I
remember
Google Maps
getting lost in the, like, my mom and I were there walking the dog, and, like, we were it was snowing. This is relevant. And we were trying to get out. And, like, she couldn't see anything, and it's, like, she kept getting lost in the suburbs and going in circles, and it's, like, where are we?
That's always a fun park, because there's a creek going through it. And there's a dog park.
So we were trying to leave it. Yeah, it's a nice park, honestly. There's a lot of, like, places where you can look around.
And I'll go to certain places in town, and I'll suddenly be like, wait, that's that dog park. I didn't know this was near there. Like, it just appears.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know my town very well, because it's confusing.
It isn't very well planned out.
No. Like, wait. Like, so you know how if we go down to our street, there's that crossroads?
Yeah.
And we always go one direction to get to the downtown. Well, if you go the other direction, I'm pretty sure you could get there. If you go this way, if you are when you come off our street, you can turn two ways.
So if you go downhill, like, it's uphill and downhill. So if you go downhill, eventually you come to another four-way split. And one way goes to downtown, eventually. One way goes to Cass Fun Park, that's the way I took yesterday. Goes to the arcade. And another way goes to, like, Walmart. It's uphill.
Like, if you go the other direction, coming out of my street.
Just straight, right?
coming out of, so our street, we live on a cul-de-sac, you can come out, and there's a farm, and there's 2 ways to go.
Yeah, but if you go up the catwalk?
No, if you come out and go,
yes,
there's 2 directions you can choose to go. You can go left or right. We always go left to go to the downtown, but you can go right as well. I
think it's faster. I went there biking once.
Yeah.
It actually might be faster if you go that way. It's just you have to walk uphill.
But it's more confusing.
Yeah, it's a bit more confusing. You need to look at a map.
Because, like, the way we go is real simple. You just follow one road and you end up there. The other one, you have to go through this more of the confusing suburbia area.
Yeah, and it's a bit weird because, once you get to that, like, strip mall with the 7-Eleven and stuff.
That's not really a strip mall.
Whatever it is. The shopping center. To continue going, you should go up to, like, a dirt hill to change directions and then go
That's
in a
weird.
direction.
Our town was not planned.
But it gets you in a different part of downtown. Like, it gets you near the pizza place in the city.
Yeah, but that's barely a different part. That's 2 roads apart. There's 1 road in between.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
We need to go to the pizza place sometime.
Yeah.
It's called Saucy Mama's. Because that wasn't really... We had pizza there once, and it was delicious. Just pizza. And it was delicious. And we're like, we have to go there again.
Yeah.
And then my brother and I were trying to get pizza from there, and all of a sudden goes, that doesn't exist anymore. Now it's Saucy Mama's. But, like, they change the name of that place every, like, 6 months, so we think it's just the same place, just changing its name constantly.
It was called New York Pizza or something a few years ago. Mm-hmm. I know. And then it was just pizza, and then it was Saucy Mama's.
So we want to go and see if Saucy Mama's has, pizza boxes. Because... Yes.
Saucy Mama. Yeah.
But they probably just have the white ones.
I don't think so. There's this place near my house that's like the most dingy little pizza place ever. And it's like, they haven't upgraded since like the 80s when it was founded. Called Hometown Pizza. It's like decent. And I kind of like it just because it's so stupid and so poorly managed. But yeah. They have their own custom boxes and they're like the most... like, lowest type of pizza place out there, honestly.
This is true. But that place changes their name so often that you'd think they'd just go for white and just then you don't have to change the pizza boxes. You just change the name of the store.
It's not expensive to get a few boxes. They're just cardboard. I don't know, why do they keep changing their name?
I don't know.
They're the same place with a different name, you're sure?
Not sure, but they're always a pizza place. And I'm pretty sure the same owner's still there, but I haven't checked since they've changed the Saucy Mama's. But it's like, this seems suspicious. You're changing your name every about 6 months. And it's always the same place. And you're only down for like 3 days. Like...
I'm so confused. What is the point of that? Like, what is
point of that? I'm convinced that they're just changing their name.
Yeah. Maybe they just want more people to visit, so they're trying to like, we need to get a name that draws attention.
Saucy Mama's.
So they keep getting gradually more and more in your face. New York Pizza.
Or, look, there's this new pizza place. Let's go try it. Oh, wait, this is exactly the same. Like,
they were just trying to manipulate people. They're con artists. Their pizza's decent, though. It was good.
It was very good pizza.
Hometown Pizza, the one I was talking about earlier, pizza's decent. It's relatively cheap compared to Domino's. Oh, they didn't charge me for tax. That was nice. I saved like $2. Maybe even more.
I saved 12%.
Which is good. So it was $15 and she just took my $15 and was like, I can go now. Maybe I'll visit again. Their menu is kind of weird though because like, they had all the items but they did not say the prices. So I had to ask every single item's price if I was going to order it. So I just said, okay, medium pizza, whatever. I'm going to make it simple. Okay.
There's certain places it's like they don't charge tax, but it's like, why don't you charge tax? Like,
because they're above the law.
Boardwalk Cafe, when you pay their $5, they don't charge you tax.
Well, yeah, because it's easier that way.
It is.
For the drinks, they charge you tax, I think.
I don't know. But it's like, you just hand them $5 and, alright, off you go. It's a very nice cafe.
Oh yes, we'll explain this because this is actually cool. There's this place near where Dana lives that we went to Saturday.
Yeah.
like called the Boardwalk Cafe, and it's actually nice because they just give you like a big stack of board games in the back, and you can choose from them and stay there for as long as you want.
There's just a wall of board games, and you pay $5 at the end, and you can just stay as long as you want. And they also have like food and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
you
a cafe.
got a tea. I got a
bowl of candy. I got they don't make their own tea. They just give you a bottle, but it wasn't that bad. It was fine.
Yeah. I think they make their own hot tea, but like...
Yeah, that's weird. I thought they were gonna make their own tea. They just gave me, like, this brand of tea. It's like, okay.
That works, too.
Which is fine, but I can buy that at 7-Eleven, so it's not as special.
Uh-huh. But yeah. We had our candy, and we played Laser Rider and Photosynthesis. Laser Rider
with a Z and a Y, as well as a game called Photosynthesis, which neither of us had heard of course, before playing. That's the fun part.
Neither of us had heard of either game.
Well, yeah, we played with William and then Dana's friend M.
And so we just kind of went, and you liked the first game because it looked like a VHS box.
Yeah, show a picture of it. It's like this 80s hipster game. Like, it's trying really hard to be 80s, which is fine.
It is fun. And
I liked how it looked.
I picked Photosynthesis because it's very pretty. It looks so pretty. So I grabbed it.
It had nice art, really nice art. It looked like someone on, like, Twitter who I'd see who draws trees.
Yeah.
It was like we were going crazy at that point, though.
Uh-huh. But it was really fun to go there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded a break, but if we left the building, I'm sure we'd have to pay again when we come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was nice because it was really organized and, like, because there's this other place that I was telling you about in a mall where it's like they shove all the board games in a corner and it's pretty cramped. There's only like 3 tables and it's at the back of this card game store.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just sit there and play games or card games, but it's not that well managed. But it's probably free.
Yeah.
And the people there are nice. The people working at the Boardwalk Cafe were relatively nice, but they were just kind of...
They kept to themselves mostly.
Yeah, this one guy, he brought his kid.
And his wife brought his kid, and that's fine.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. The kid was playing with
Their
keys.
kid was great.
Yeah.
It, like, had the kids the keys next to, like, his dad's chin was like, I'm gonna stab you.
That was
funny.
Nice. Cute kid.
Adorable.
We played board games.
Yeah, we played those 2 games. Laser Rider was like some sort of game where you put little pieces of your quote-unquote laser, which is a piece of cardboard. You attach them together and
William has been calling it Tron the game or whatever.
It's literally Tron, but in a game form. I read a review and they mentioned that too. It's Tron in a game form.
Yeah, you put your pieces down. You try to go for these little gem dudes.
Yeah, you try to, like, take over these gems on the board. So if you hit one, it becomes your color. Yeah. And if you hit someone else's, it becomes your color.
And you have to get all 3 of your colors out.
And then you win when you're out of your own colored gems.
Yeah. And, so you're just going around. But if you hit someone's laser, your whole laser disappears. And every point behind where you've hit them has disappeared. Yeah.
So, like, you get your little bit in front of the gem. The prism, as they call it. Mm-hmm. But everything else at the end is, like, gone. Mm-hmm. This game, it was really hard to get the gist of it, like, to understand how to play it, but once we learned, it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playing it again, like buying it.
Yeah, I feel like that, but we'd have to figure out a table, because you need a smaller table.
You need a perfect square table to play it.
I mean, you don't necessarily need it, you just have to arrange it well.
Yeah.
But a square table works better. But since you can put your guy wherever, that doesn't really matter. I think we'd just take the dining room table and just some tape and box it out.
Oh, yeah. That would be smart. We should do that if we play it. Like, I feel like that game would get more fun the better you get at it, because it's kind of like a video game, but just physical.
It's fun.
Yeah, and the other one we played, Photosynthesis. You can put a picture of it.
You put trees down, and you can and have a sun that goes around the board.
So, like, yeah, it's a board, and it has little tree spaces, and then there's a big sun piece that you can move around the board.
And so every time you move the sun piece, you have the photosynthesis stage, where you get sun points, and so the smallest tree gets 1, the medium tree gets 2, and the biggest tree gets 3.
Yeah.
And then a big tree you can get sun behind a smaller tree, but if they're the same size,
it overwrites the small tree.
But if a tree is behind another tree in between the sun and it, it has a shadow length, and then you can't get sun points when the tree is in the shadow. And it's fun. And then you try to grow trees to full size, and then you cut them down and get points, depending on
the goal of the game is to literally just have the most big trees you've killed.
Yeah, but also in the best area, because different...
when they're closer to the middle, they're better.
Yeah. Because it's fun.
Yeah, and you had a little board, and you got to, with your sun points, you bought bigger trees. Before you could upgrade your medium tree, you needed to buy a bigger tree. Before you
and then you needed to pay to upgrade it as well, so you're putting money into it for anything you do. But you're allowed, as far as we could tell, you're allowed to do anything, as long as you have enough sun points in a round, you can do whatever. You can just keep going. But you run out of sun points.
Yeah, you stop when you run out of sun points, or whenever you want to stop, as far as we can tell. That game, I feel like it was a little bit hard to grasp, but I would be open to trying it again.
Yeah, it's fun.
It was fun enough. I liked it.
I never really played board games when I was younger.
Me neither.
My mom has a deep hatred for them, so.
Why?
Because she always played with her cousin, and she's like, he's younger than me. I should be able to win. Oh. And she never won. And now he's a professor in a university for chemistry because he's real smart. And she's like, oh, that's why. But yeah, she hates.
You just had a really logical mind.
He's very smart.
Yes.
He was good at playing these games.
Because he's a chemistry professor.
Mom was not that good at
professor, so.
Preschool professor.
Yeah, you can say that. She's a preschool professor.
Yeah. Mom's smart in a different way than he is. With the board games, he was definitely the best at.
Yeah, probably still is. Me growing up, I played with my mom, and sometimes with my family. Games. We played this game, Scribblish, that was really fun. Dana, you've played it.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's really fun when you have a big group.
Yeah.
It's fun. You draw a picture, you get a caption, you draw a picture, you cover the picture. Oh wait, you cover the caption, next person makes a caption for it, they cover the picture, and then they draw for that caption the person made for the second image. So it's like this big game of telephone with drawing. Yeah.
We could do that if we had a bigger group, but we don't have enough people.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime if we invite some people in.
Hopefully. That's what I want to have a party with sometime. Because, that never happens. For some people, it comes way more naturally. They always have, a lot of people in the house.
I'm still having birthday parties where we just kind of chill at my house and stuff.
Yeah, you should have your next birthday.
Or go to the mall, but we call them birthday parties because that seems with my friends the only ones we can actually have a reason to get us all together.
That's so sad. Honestly.
And I don't know why, because we're all like, we should hang out this weekend. And then we don't.
You don't text them or
We text and we're like, alright, let's hang out. But
and then it falls through or something.
Yeah, it falls through every time.
That sucks. I kind of get that. I tried to invite friends over in March break and I only ended up getting one friend over. Every time that happens, it's difficult to try to get a bunch of people together. And my friend, he planned to bring quote unquote everyone, all of his friends over, and there's only 4 people there. But still, that's okay. That's enough players to play Mario Party.
Yeah.
He doesn't own Mario Party, but well.
You should get Mario Party.
I totally want it. I'm gonna get Melee first. That's my goal. I'm going to raise money for my Melee fund.
Get a job.
$80. Yeah, I'm gonna get a job. And that's the first thing I'm gonna buy, that's what I mean.
Melee fun.
Yes. Mario Party. I want to get Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. Now that's a game. Gotta get 4 dance pads for the GameCube.
Yeah.
They're probably not too expensive. They're probably $5 because who wants one of those?
But also who wanted one of those, so then they will be rarer.
They can either be extremely expensive or extremely cheap.
There's no in between.
Yeah. End zappers are pretty common, but it's because they were common back in the day. They were really popular.
Hence why we have 2 end zappers.
We have 2 end zappers, the different colors. The orange ones are more common, but the black ones are still relatively common. You can still find them.
And we cut the cords off, because we're good owners of end zappers.
We don't have an NES, so it doesn't matter.
Oh. Nor would we really need to use end zappers.
No, I don't really want to play Duck Hunt. I went to the arcade yesterday, and I was playing those light gun games. I was playing Area 51.
Wait, can we not just go buy them anymore, because the store we bought them from closed down?
Oh yeah, the store we bought the end zappers from, went bankrupt or something.
It's sad, that was a really nice store.
I always liked going there.
They had just a bin of end zappers and
cheap-ass GBA games.
Yeah, it was real weird, but it was fun.
I liked it. It's a good way to get rid of them.
And they had, like, Smash Bros. Tournaments.
Yeah, I wanna go to one of those again. There's probably places you can find to go to them, but...
Probably now that you live up in Vancouver.
Yeah, I wanna go looking more. It's just I haven't had the time. Also, like, paying money for the bus, but that's not so bad. I'll probably arrange that. And we can go to different game stores.
Yeah. Oof. Why are we oofing?
It's kind of sad there's not so many, that's why. That place was really nice. I almost liked it more than the one in downtown.
It was better than the one in downtown.
It was more, they were super friendly there. Like, the one in downtown, they're like, eh.
Depends who you get.
That guy that works there, he's kind of like, cold, but he's nice enough.
But, like, it depends who you get, because they have a lot of employees, and they seem to switch out constantly. I've never gone there and seen the same employee multiple times.
Really? That guy that we saw last time, I always saw him there.
Maybe the time you go, yes. Then.
And like,
but, like, every time I went to the other one, there was always the same dude. There might be an extra person.
In Plane Trade? Yeah, it was always the same guy.
I think that the once in a while there was an extra human, but he was always there. Like,
he was like, it was probably basically him working there, which is sad. I would have worked there. I would work there now.
But it doesn't exist now.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
It's really a bummer. Because it was such a nice place. And I always liked Abbotsford because it's like, oh, they have 2 game stores and they have an arcade. What?
Yeah, we got an arcade.
Which is great, and I went there yesterday. But it's like you see no one my age there. It's just little kids and families. I saw these, like, attractive girls there, but it's like, what are they doing? Do you think they're actually playing video games? They're just kind of walking in, putting money on their card, walking out. I don't think they actually played anything.
But yeah.
And, oh my god, I need to complain about this. So, like, I was playing Dance Dance Revolution or whatever. This not Dance Dance Revolution, this other version of it. This, I don't know what it was. I don't remember the name. Free Step or something. And, like, I was playing it a few times, and then I saw I was out of money. Well, I had, like, $1 left. And I saw these girls, like, just standing there as the game's going on. It's, like, an expensive game, too. It's, like, $1.50. So I was like, can I take over? And they're like, shrug. Like, awkward shrug. They just didn't want to play it. And it's like, what the heck? And also, I was playing Metal Slug, and I saw these kids that put their money in it 3 times. They put 3 credits in it, and they straight up didn't play it. It's like, what's so hard to understand? You press start. You press 1 player or 2 player. You press that, and then the game starts. They were just so confused as to how to start the game.
I mean, I've failed with that before and, like, lost credits.
With, like, your first time, though, right? But,
like, I was trying to play, we tried to do 2 people on Dance Dance Revolution, and we did the card twice so we could get 2 players. We only got 1 player.
I don't know. I actually didn't know there was Dance Dance Revolution. I played this other one that was expensive. So maybe it's just that
There's
machine.
A cheap one in the corner.
Well, it's not cheap. It's just old. Quote, unquote.
It's cheap because it's only, like, 30 cents, which for there is the cheap ones.
Yeah. It's cheap to go in it.
It's cheap to go in. I'm pretty sure it's, like, 40.
They upped it. I went there yesterday. They upped a bunch of the older arcade games. I think it's because they're not getting enough money to keep the service up, so they're trying to make more.
Everything that pays minimum wage just went up because minimum wage just went up. So
that's probably
they pay minimum wage, so then all their stuff has gone up in price.
Yeah, which is fine because it's still cheap, and not a lot of people go there. So
it's nice we got an arcade.
I'm just grateful I have an arcade, and it's not overpriced. It's fairly priced. It's most of the games there are 30 cents. which is still an arcade price from the 80s, so it's surprising that they could keep that up. It's because the games like the brand new Dance Dance Revolution and like these giant, flashy, brand new ticket games, they're like $2 to play. So
yeah.
That's
but the old games,
they keep them.
Well, they make their
priced.
money with the go-karting.
Yeah. That's the only reason it's still here. It's because it has all these other things. It has bowling, go-karting, all this stuff that people would want to do.
It doesn't really have bowling. It has, there's always a couple people in mini golf.
Yeah, I saw some people.
There's always at least one person in the batting cage. Like, at least 10 people up playing in the arcade.
It's not just an arcade, in short.
If it was just an arcade, it would be gone.
Yeah.
Also, it's not... I feel like the real estate there is going up, but when they bought it, it wasn't that expensive, and they've been there long enough that they've paid off the building.
Yeah, I think so, too. Because it's been there for, like...
Yeah, my mom went there when she was a kid. Like,
that's so cool.
It had a different name.
Yeah.
But...
I think they had this name since the 90s, as I can tell, because there's, like, some of the graphics look kind of 90s-y, the oldest ones. So I don't think it's been that way since the 80s. But it's been there. It's been there.
But
for
yeah,
like
the price of that area is definitely going up. But when they bought it, it probably wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Because like it's near like Eagle Mountain.
Yeah, well, like what's
with their gold fire hydrants. Seriously, have you looked? They look gold. They're not solid gold,
painted
obviously.
Gold.
But yes, their fire hydrants are painted gold.
I kind of hate Abbotsford. It's like
I don't dislike Abbotsford. That's where the rich twats live.
Yeah, and that's horrible. And it's like...
But every city has that.
It's true.
It's the rich twat area. Every city has that.
I don't mind where we live, where you live here. But I was gonna say, I went to this thrift store today, quote unquote. It was a brand new one, so I'm like, oh, I want to look in it. It was actually like this really like trendy little store where they're just like getting all this old furniture and repainting it. What do you think of that?
That's a common thing. It's just fine.
I think it's kind of a good thing. Not that, like, I don't want them to get rid of actual thrift stores.
No, it's a different market. Thrift stores and those stores are a totally different market.
Yeah.
Those, like, they're all around. There's thrift stores, and then there's, like, antique stores. They're totally different. This is
like, in between those two. I think it's good, actually.
I think that counts more as an antique store, like, the ones that try to upsell everything.
Yeah.
Thrift stores just get stuff and sell it.
They just chuck it at you.
Antique stores like that would upsell things. Like, a thrift store doesn't fix anything. They just take it. If it's broken,
you bought it.
You want to buy it?
Sometimes they plug it in to see if it lights up. That's the most they'll do.
It's generally, like, I got a PS1 from a thrift store because it was $20, so why not?
Yeah.
It said on the thing, we don't know if this works. Here you go.
I was buying DSs, and I was, like, really serious about it. There was, like, 5 DSs there, so I'm like, give them all to me. I'm gonna plug them in and see if they work. And I tested all of them. She let me test them, but she would have sold it to me. It's obviously, like, she's not even gonna charge them, plug them in.
Yeah, they don't test things. They just go, yep, if you want to buy it, you can buy it. If you want to come and test it, sure. We're not going to stop you.
Yeah. So it's fair.
Yeah, you're allowed to test it, or you can just buy it. We don't care.
Like, I bought this VCR from, like, Salvation Army or something. Like, they didn't know if it works. So I'm like, can I test this before I buy it? Even though it's $5, but I don't want to be disappointed. So she, like, went in the back for, like, a really long time to try to find a VHS. Well, it wasn't that long. But she found this random-ass movie, and it's played it. So, good.
Yeah, they're willing to let you test it. They just won't put out the effort to test it. Like,
yeah, because, like, what if no one even buys this VCR and just kind of sits here for months? Why did I even test that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, some things they test. More expensive things they might test.
I don't even know about that.
But yeah, they will, like, they'll tell you if they've tested it.
Yeah.
Or it will just, some will say it might not work. And that's what you have to expect from a thrift store.
At the big MCC, I think they test almost everything. I mean, I bought a Yu-Gi-Oh! DVD from there and it's pretty scratched up. But they test the pens.
Valley Village, I don't think they test
Definitely
anything.
not. Valley Village is the Walmart of thrift stores. Definitely. But yeah, about this new thing. It's good in a way because we're not constantly making new things. We get the people who want new things to buy old things that look like new things.
It works. It's a style. Not everyone wants that. Some people want that. They have found a market. They stay open. It clearly was a good business plan, but
yeah, I mean, it's kind of a nice little place to sit in because they have food there too, so it's kind of welcoming. But
Have you ever been to the one in Fort Langley?
No, I haven't.
There's this antique store that they don't seem to ever sell anything.
Is it expensive?
It's expensive, yes.
Yeah.
But like you go in there, it's like, hey, this is the thing I saw 2 years ago. Like.
Oh, that's how I was at the Kohl's. Every time I went to this frickin' Kohl's, they had this Scott Pilgrim box set, all fully colored, and it was $100. And like I went 3 years later, it was still there. And then eventually the plastic fell off.
But like, if it's a thrift store, you know they haven't swapped it out. Like,
yeah.
Like they could have just restocked.
Not that specific Scott Pilgrim. It had been there for years. I knew it. It was that one. It was funny. It was dusty. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
But yeah, it's like, hey, these are the Bulls. Again. And the only thing I actually see people buy from there is like the Archie comics.
Because they're cheap.
Mm. But like, I feel like that would be a good place to go if you need set dressings and things for movie and stuff. Because they have really nice stuff. It's just rather expensive.
That's how they stay in business though, because they sell it high.
Mm-hmm.
When we were trying
They stay in business because they don't really need to pay anything. They're not selling much.
They own the building.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I have hopeful about Castle Fun Park. I'm pretty sure the manager is pretty passionate about the video games.
I think, and
because they get new stuff.
Yeah, they get new stuff still. So they're making enough money to get new things and have people fixing arcade machines and stuff. Mm-hmm.
I think the people who fix them are relatively passionate too.
Yeah, so they're still like, because they get traffic from like a wide range.
Yeah. There's always dozens of people there, but they're mostly just families playing the...
Yeah, they're mostly just families playing things, but it's always a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. And sometimes groups of kids, so you're always making, like...
There's at least, like, 5 birthday parties per day.
Yeah. Also, no one goes alone, so you're always getting, like, 3 people's money out every time a group comes.
So, yeah, I've gone, like, you don't go there alone, that would just be sad. I did yesterday. But, like, it's just generally... Most people don't.
Most people don't go alone.
But, like, you always have groups of kids, and then they lose each other. I've lost so many friend groups that, like, just, like, where did they go? Like, friend group, like, goes, I want to do this. Well, I want to do this. So you split up. And just, you cannot, the place is, like, kind of confusing.
I mean...
Like, it's not. It's not confusing. You know where everything is.
Yeah.
It's all laid out well. But if you don't know where someone that's moving is... A moving object is very hard to find. Yeah,
because like in the upstairs area, it's kind of funny. You walk through the bathroom and get to this other part, and then like you can also get to the other part by just walking in a straight line. It is pretty confusing.
So confusing, but it's like I know where everything is. I've been there enough. But for years when I was little, I didn't even realize there was an arcade upstairs.
That's cute. I never went there until I was like 11.
Mm-hmm. My dad would take me. It was fun, and I had memories of when I was little. Going and playing pinball in the upstairs area. But then later I'm like, where are these pinball machines? I've never seen pinball machines here, but I remember my dad's boss taking me and William and we went and played pinball. Those are upstairs.
Dozens of pinball machines.
They're all branded with movies.
Yeah, it's cool. I like how there's an Avatar one. It's like no one remembers that movie anymore, but in 2011 when they bought that, it was probably it was the top of the line movie.
I always go through so much money because I suck. And then there is William, who always, like, he's been on the same card for, like, years. Like,
wow. I had $17, so I spent about 5 hours there. Just spending all the money I ended up having on, like, my 20 cards.
Yeah. It's just annoying when you have, like, a couple cents left, because you can't take money off the card. Well, it's not, because, like, that's what I thought when I went in yesterday. But then I was, like, gonna buy a snack with my freaking tokens, because why the hell not? And this lady's like, I can combine all your tickets into one card, and I'm like, oh, really? So that's a thing you can do. So next time, if we have a bunch, let's just, like, sort them all into our 3 or whatever. But you can't split up a card. If you've got one card, you can't split into multiple.
You probably could.
No, you can't.
They won't. Super specific.
They won't. They will not let you. I've tried.
Okay. Well, it's like next time we go, we'll just do that just in case we have multiple cards, and then one person gets that one, and then the person who drove us or whatever. Who cares? We'll figure it out. The person whose idea it was or something, they get that one because they might have some tokens on it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
I think I'm out of tokens.
I have about 600. I only bought some candy. Because you can't buy, like, actual food with it. I'm gonna just, like, leave my tokens on there, and maybe one day I'll buy a PS4. Just walk in.
We do need to go there again with a group of people, have a fun day, and then get a whole bunch of army men.
But I kind of want to save for the PS4. Like, in 10 years, hopefully they're still open, I will have enough.
I'll get a PS4.
For that PS4.
Alright, you can save for the PS4. Just keep getting more and more tokens until you get a PS4 from them. You do not go there enough to get a PS4.
If you do if you don't touch your tokens for years. It's been open since the PS4 came out, and that PS4 is probably the same one they bought when the PS4 came out.
Nope, they got rid of one. They put it on their Facebook.
Oh my god. That's my dream. I really want to. I need 10 times the amount of tokens I have.
But yeah, then you'd have to go there, so you generally have to go there a decent amount still.
If we never bought that Pikachu and we still had the tokens, I'd probably have half enough for that PS4. Anyway, let's play a stupid game because we're at an hour and that's good.
Alright, let's play Exquisite Corpses.
That's the name that Dana found online for it?
Yep.
How do you play it?
So you take, you fold a piece of paper into like 3 sections. Head, torso, and legs. And then one person draws a head. And then folds it so you can't see the head.
Yeah.
And then the next person comes and draws the torso. And we'll scan in what we've done.
Yeah, we'll show you. We'll scan it later. So yeah. We'll show you. It would be cool if we had a drawing cam. We do not at this time. Maybe in the future. So Dana is turquoise, I'm yellow.
Yeah.
So here we go. You can skip through this part if you want.
Yeah, we can try to keep talking.
We gotta focus on drawing.
I think we Can you not draw and talk?
But we gotta make this art.
We are making art.
I guess it doesn't have to. Okay, so... this is not exciting enough. We gotta spruce things up. Are we drawing next?
Yeah, you need to have a point where they can... Beautiful. I want to look at yours, but I can't go look at yours.
Oh yeah, it's against the rule. I'm trying to make it more interesting.
I'm almost done.
How's yours on the interesting scale?
It's beautiful.
Perfect. I think I'm good.
Yeah, let me finish this one bit.
Let me fold it.
Okay, let's fold our drawing.
Epic paper folding noise. And you can see the neck bit.
Here's your neck bit.
Alright. Wait, did I fold it wrong?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Can't spoil what I'm drawing.
Beautiful artwork.
Jeez. This will show how great artists we are. Remember when we used to go to like that art class together?
And for stop motion.
Yeah, we went for this stop motion course at one point when we were little.
It was fun.
I want to find the DVD for stop motion, even though it's probably not that impressive.
Yeah, we should look.
Person's gonna be listening to their music.
Hopefully I've removed all the copyrighted music from my uncopyrighted playlist. Because last time that was a problem. Because I downloaded uncopyrighted music, and then it was copyrighted. So that's fun. I don't know why that happened.
It said it wasn't copyrighted, but it totally was.
And trade again.
Oh crap! I didn't draw a torso, I drew a legs. I screwed up.
I'll draw more legs than your legs.
No, we gotta start again.
No, I'm drawing more legs than your legs. You have to do torso. That is your torso.
Okay. I forgot how we split this up. It's head, torso, legs. Do you want to try different shoes too?
Yeah.
What is that? A yes or no?
That is a nah, so no.
Okay. Wow, pencil noises. These are Crayola markers.
Crayola super tips.
Pretty super. I think I had 2 sets of these. I just split them into 2 and left one here. So there's like some doubles, but not all of them are doubles.
Yep, it's weird. Alright, I'm done.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, let's reveal.
97. See, I drew it. Oh my gosh, that's great. I actually like how the double feet looks. Looks like she's wearing stilts.
I enjoy
97.
He's wearing a jersey, a very square jersey, clearly.
I like his shirt. Let's see.
Do you like my flower crown?
Your skeleton's actually really nice. She's very pretty. It goes well with the tutu. She's listening to music. He's got bare feet. I like the arms too, the little stick arms. Yep. Okay, next one.
Everyone. We'll have to hang these up in here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Did you get 2 or just 1?
Just 1.
Okay, head and neck. That's the noise that this shape is making. I watched Despicable Me 3 yesterday.
Is that good?
Oh, it was better than the second one. It was kind of enjoyable sometimes. Haven't seen the second one in a long time, but I remember it not being too great. The first one wasn't that good either, though.
You loved the first one, though.
When I was the target demographic.
This is true. But you were real obsessive over that and... What's its name?
What?
This Wreck-It Ralph, yes.
I really liked Wreck-It Ralph. I still like Wreck-It Ralph.
And you're concerned for the next one?
The next one's probably not going to be very good. It's probably going to be on the level of Despicable Me.
Yes, that's true.
Because Despicable Me is like an average, decent kids movie. Here, let me draw my neck. It has some cool parts, but really it's nothing special. And kids like it, and it's not harmful, so it's fine. Oh, I'm looking.
Did you see what I've done?
I saw a snippet of it.
Where's your neck?
Where is the neck on this one? Can you explain this?
Neck hole, hair. You folded your neck away, so I've had to extend it.
I'm liking the shirt design on this one. There we go. Okay, last one. It is getting hot here. It's crazy. It was like kind of cool, but I guess compared to your video. Alright, I'm also done.
Alright, I am done. Shall we reveal?
For ourselves, not you. Well, you'll see too.
You got a bit misaligned?
I didn't see the neck hole, but it looks great. Like she has a neck that goes in this way. Just like draw one more hairline. Cover that up. It looks like she's kind of like a giraffe. Or he. Listen to my sprinkling salt everywhere. This one is a spider dinosaur skirt hairy leg.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like Chewbacca legs.
Yep. Accurate description.
Is it their body turns into the skirt, or...?
I don't know.
These are questions we don't have answers to. I like this one. I like these.
These are beautiful OCs.
Yeah.
We should make backstories for these characters. Where's the other ones?
Well, use them in something else. Right here. Oh, those ones? You want to do one more set?
Yeah. I think we should try to make something a backstory for these characters.
Alright, let's discuss these.
We need to at least give them names.
Okay, so this one is...
I feel like this one's female.
Stilton.
I feel like it's female.
Miss Stilton.
How about Stella?
Estella. Because that's a good singer name. She has
Estella.
ballet. Estella.
Beautiful.
There's Estella. There's Chewbacca Jr. Flags. Is he holding flags?
Yeah. He's cheering on Estella.
Cheery. Chory. Chord. Mr. Flag.
Mr. Chord.
Mr. Chord.
He's Estella's space father.
Yes. This is Carl.
Yeah. Squared.
Carl squared 2. The second one. He's a clone when he goes into his edgy phase. That one's just a human, but with a giraffe neck.
This guy's also a human. He's one of the players that she's being a cheerleader for. Like,
is she a cheerleader or a ballerina?
She's both.
Yeah, they're all in the same universe. Let's make that a thing. His name is Martin. Martin. Mr. Martin's 9. No, his name is 97.
I say Martin.
The other guy is Carl squared. This guy's Martin 97th. Degree. To the 97th degree.
We'll have to make something with all of them.
So let's see. This world that they live in, it's a high school. It's a high school drama.
Yeah, it's a high school. She's the cheerleader in the ballet.
Take 2 of them.
That's her dad, who's also a teacher, I'd say.
Who?
This one is her dad.
Mr. Chord.
And he's also a teacher.
Yes, they're both skeleton hybrids. He's a skeleton, his mom was skeleton, his dad was a spider or whatever. Yeah, a spider, there's 8 legs, and then he just is wearing Chewbacca socks.
She might be adopted.
I don't know.
We don't know what her mom looks like, so
it doesn't matter. He's a teacher at the school.
And then this is, so she's cheering and he's off playing football.
Yeah, and this one, he's like the edgy kid that just
in the corner.
Stays on the
these two like each other?
Listens to his music.
Or do they not like each other?
No, it needs to because it's the cheerleader, whatever, baseball player, his love story.
He's a baseball player?
It's really, yes.
He's in all the sports players.
Baseball is like the coolest sport.
I think he plays all of them.
He's like the jock. He plays all of them, obviously.
All of the sports.
And it's funny because it's like a really typical high school story, except everyone looks like this.
Yeah. This seems like a good plan.
That's all it is. Why does he say Yo on his shirt? That's his favorite band. She stole his cassette player.
And cut off the cord.
Yeah, look. Literally.
Nice.
So they're enemies. But then he's like, no, stop, I love you. Maybe they're both fighting over him.
Or that's his sister.
And she's like,
brother.
Stop it.
And they hate each other, and he's like,
Like,
stop it, I like both of you friends. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends? Let's end it
Beautiful.
there.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.
It's not nighttime.
Why
it's
can't
4:30 in the
we be
afternoon.
Why can't we be friends? The stop button.